I know I've been busy, but how did I miss this? For me personally, I'm kind of indifferent to Samsung. I feel like with their folding phones, they're definitely pushing the limits, but when it comes to other things, it feels like they're pretty average or they're comfortably in second place next to Apple, like their earbuds and, well, maybe the Galaxy XR. And before anybody starts getting upset, let me explain. The strap for this thing literally only goes around the side of the head and doesn't go around the top, just like the first Apple Vision Pro. And I say the first iteration of the Apple Vision Pro because the new M5 version, which I guess is the second generation, finally has an over-the-head strap. Now, to be fair, the head strap itself does look a lot more rigid, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I guess it really comes down to preference. And the front of the headset is literally just sensors, which I personally prefer. I mean, like, seriously, Apple, we already know that if somebody's wearing an Apple Vision Pro, they're too rich to bother making eye contact with you. You don't need to give them fake eyes to pretend like they're making eye contact with you. But then Samsung does stuff like this. You remember how the Apple Vision Pro got flamed for having an external battery that you had to connect to the headset via a cable? Well, if we look on the side of the Galaxy XR, what is that? Oh, it's just a connector for an external battery that's run through a cable outside the headset, just like what Apple got flamed for with the Vision Pro. The Samsung device also has 4K micro OLED displays per eye. Oh, wait, wrong page. Yeah, like I was saying, the Samsung has 4K micro OLED displays per eye. We've also got eye tracking. Wrong page again. Anyway, yeah, like I was saying, eye tracking. And to be fair, it does allow you to connect game controllers. Something it took Apple far too long to implement, and they'd still prefer that you use your hands instead of a controller. However, while the Apple Vision Pro does cost $3,500, the Galaxy XR is only $1,800, which is more reasonable, but there are, well, reasons for that. The biggest reasons, I'd guess, would be a combination of the materials cost, because Apple's probably using a lot more aluminum and glass, and the fact that this is using the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2, which is a VR-focused chipset. In the case of the Vision Pro, on the other hand, you're obviously paying for the Apple name, as well as the premium materials, and the Apple Silicon M5 chip, which is quite literally being used to run things like MacBook Pros, and they're packing it inside of a headset next to their custom R1 chip. For me personally, I think that they are both extremely overpriced AR headsets, Apple more so than Samsung, but also I'm curious how Android's going to work on VR, considering that Android kind of sucks on anything that isn't a phone, but I guess we'll see. Oh, but there is one more thing that's kind of like copy my homework, but change just enough to make it look like yours. If you need prescription lenses, Apple goes through Zeiss for theirs. And if you need prescription lenses for the XR from Samsung, they go through Kodak. Freaking Kodak. Like, what year is this? I only buy film from them. I didn't know they still made lenses, but anyway, let me know what you all think over in the comments.